It's a grass fire. It's starting to go. Hey everyone, welcome back to Catching Up with the Walkers. Thank you so much for joining us this morning on a cold day. It's about 29 degrees this morning, and Cassie and the kids are already off to school, but Shelby and Joe and I are taking care of the farm today. So we are going to get started on some of our fencing project that involves clearing a path for a new fence. So before we do that though, like I said, it's 29 degrees and I need to come out and bust the ice for the animals. Start off with busting the ice for these chickens. There we go. And it's gonna warm up just a little bit, so we don't have to worry about this freezing or anything too quick. But I changed out their regular waters yesterday for these pans like this because I knew it was going to be cold. So they're all getting them a drink. They actually were on the, don't get in there. They were on the roost last night when I did that, so they have to learn you can't get in the water, you have to drink the water. Nope. Several of the birds have moved to this location over here, and they are all doing good. They have food, and I just busted their water too. So I busted up the donkey's water. They look like they're doing good this morning. And the bull, he's big enough, he busted it himself. So a lot of times the bigger animals will do that. They don't have to worry about them, but I always bust it if they haven't. So some of you might not be familiar with our big stock tank for our cattle, but it does not hardly freeze over. And if it does freeze over, all I have to do is pump some fresh water on top. And as soon as I pump the fresh water on top, it melts any ice because the fresh water is the same as the ground temperature, about 60 degrees. So it comes out and I'll pump probably 200 gallons on top of the ice and it usually melts it. Well, I see a little problem. One of the silver death layers is out. We just put them in this pen and they're not used to, and the other one's trying to get out. I'm sorry, sucker. Okay. So we're gonna have to clip some wings tonight because that was influencing the other silver death layer trying to get out. So I made it back to the back of our place, and I know a lot of you might not be familiar with exactly where I'm at, so I'll kind of show you real quick. We are in the middle part of the back of our place, and there is a house right behind our place that's back here. So what I'm gonna do is build a 100-foot section of fence coming off of that direction. That's our old pig pen, and it's gonna go right through the edge of it, gonna come all the way down the edge of our hayfield, all the way to the corner by where we hunt. So right now, that whole corner over there, there's probably 3 acres of grass that's really rocky, and it cannot be baled, so it's pretty much wasted every year. So what I want to do is eventually build an alley to access that. But first, we need to build our bullpen, and that's what we're going to work on today. So the bullpen is going to go from there back toward the barn. So basically just where we already put our corner in over here. But we need to know where this fence is going to go to know where our bullpen is going to stop. So we're going to come 99 feet, just under 100 feet off of, I can tell where there's a straight fence right here. I'm going to come out 100 feet and then meet it up with our other 100-foot marker, which is on the other side of all that tall grass. So I'm going to set our marker out here, and then we're going to take care of our grass problem. So the easiest thing to do is just take a 100-foot tape and go off of this until we come out here and we got our mark. Let's see, we're at 68 feet. Gotta keep going. So we measured it off and we have our post right there. I don't know if you can see that or not. Kind of hard to see. Let's zoom in there. There it is. So there's our post. And then our other marker is over here on this fence. It is 99 feet right there from that corner over there. So that is going to be our straight line But we have all this grass and mess in the way right here. So the easiest way to get rid of this, if it will burn this morning, is going to be to burn it. So let's see what the fire can do. There's basically no wind right now, and there's tons of frost on the ground, and there's short grass all the way around this. So I'm going to be back here, can't get to that house. So let's burn some grass and brush. All right, the fire has been started. Hopefully a lot of this grass will burn. It's old, dead, and needs to go so we can make our fence. It's a grass fire. It's starting to go. Well, I have bad news, Mr. Jingles. You're gonna go in there. Watch out, buddy. I'm gonna try to burn it again in a minute. But it did not burn. I'm guessing either it's not thick enough or the thick, heavy moisture dew on it this morning is keeping it from burning. So it's not burning like I would like for it to burn, but whenever I push it over and it's kind of in a pile, I can get it to start burning more. So I'm gonna keep working on it, and it's gonna take me a little longer than I would have hoped. I hoped I could light it and it would just go. But I wanna keep it going and get this burned off so I can run my wire and start doing my post. So it seems like where the sun has hit and it's dried the grass out more, it's really burning. That's what I expected it to do. So I think I just had too much dew on the grass this morning. So while I'm waiting for my grass to dry a little bit, I think it'll burn better once it dries up. There's a little bit burning on that backside over there, but I have some thorn trees also in the way. I hate thorn trees. They are the worst, but I want to cut some of these up real quick, get them out of my way so they're not going to be in the way of the fence. So one thing about working back here, you're gonna get into some thorn trees. So if you guys can see those, it's the not so gentle reminder what Jesus did for us when he died on the cross, a crown of thorns placed on his head. I just get one of these in my fingers and I'm crying. So you guys know that Jesus did that for you. He did it for me. So we may have eternal life. So if you have not ever accepted him as your Savior, now's the time, because you never know the day he may return. So I've got lots of these thorn trees. So you can see them right here. I've cut down several of them over here, and I've pretty much cleared the path for the fence, but I'm gonna keep cleaning these up. This is actually gonna take more of my day than I wanted, but it needs to be done either way. Luckily, Cassie got me some thick leather gloves for my birthday. I've been using these and they protect me most of the time, but every once in a while you get one in your skin and they hurt. So I think the grass had a chance to dry out a little bit, and now I'm hoping it'll burn just like this right here. Looking a lot better. Now I'm starting to wonder, did I park my truck too close? I better go move it. So it took longer than I would have liked, but it's now finished, well, to some degree. It's a lot cleaner than it was. So I'm gonna go ahead and run my string over so I can see where my post needs to go. So now we've just got a little bit of tall grass left. Hey, Jojo. Jojo's back here sleeping on me. You loving the sun, buddy? Oh yeah, Jojo loves it. Finally, what we were looking for, we have the string stretched one end to the other. This is our parallel fence that's gonna go with our other fence. And you can see the steers down there. This is the area I wanna create a place to graze. But for now, we're gonna work on the bullpen. So I'm lining it up with our fence right down there. You can see whenever you come over this way, right here, X marks the spot. So This is where our post is gonna go, right there. Hit the jackpot. Finally hit the jackpot. It dug down as deep as it was supposed to. Hit some beautiful dirt. So praise the Lord. We've got good dirt here. No big rocks. And now I need to put a post in. So let's go ahead and raise it up right here. Awesome. Look at that. So I don't know if you remember how much trouble we had up at the house with the other posts, but seeing this is really good. So I think we're ready to set a post. So I'm just gonna leave the tractor back here and go get the supplies, because I know I'm gonna need it again in just a little bit. But while I'm walking back up there, I will let you know that here on Catching Up with the Walkers, we do try to remind you of any prayer requests. And today we have a special one. Cameraman Ron, I know you guys may have got to know him from Daniel Arms, but we just got notification that he passed away. So if you would be in prayer for his family. I know that he had been sick for a little bit, but the passing of a loved one is one of the hardest things you will ever deal with in life. So please pray for peace for his family. And I know that difficult things are hard to understand, but God can give peace when nobody else can. So I'm gonna go to town and get a little bit more concrete. It won't take long. We only live about 2 miles from the wholesale store that we buy it at. So I'm gonna go grab that. We'll get the supplies and get back there. So I was gonna drive my old farm truck to town because it hasn't been started in a while and the cold weather has drained the battery. So let's see if I can start it the old-fashioned way and pop the clutch on it. I don't know if this will work, but we might as well try it. Probably should have let it go a little further and a little faster, but I want to put it on a battery charger so I can start it later. So we went ahead and hooked up the old jackery, and it is up she goes. It is charging, so be a little bit, but I'll start that up later and work with it a little bit, just because you gotta have that battery fresh. So I'll go grab some concrete and get back to it. Well, hello, gentlemen. You guys mind if I get some water? So I'm filled up their water trough while I was here. I want to grab some water. That's one unfortunate thing. Right now, back where we're building the fence at, there is no water. But long-term plan, after I get all the fencing projects finished, I want to run water all the way back to that back of the place. So, honey, you're holding up progress. You better get back, girl. I don't want anybody escaping from here. Back. Back, 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 back. Back, 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 back. That worked out. The gate kind of stayed behind him. It's not quite eating time, but it's getting close enough that the animals are starting to come up and expect something. But I got work to do. Got to finish my job. So this 12-inch bit has worked out great because it has enough room on each side to put concrete, and it doesn't leave too much extra space. So I think that 12-inch is really the best number I could use. So post number 1 is in, has 2 bags of concrete around it, and I leveled it up. So I almost forgot I was making a video today. I finished my holes over there, and now I'm over here digging my holes. So that one is about ready to be dug. This one dug out great, so I'm happy with that. And then I need one, if I can get it right next to this fence. But I see a rock right there, so I'll try to put one right next to this fence without hitting the fence. But the gate's gonna swing. It's gonna hinge on that post anyway. So if it just comes in here and ties into this fence, it's not a big deal. But I'd like to put one post there. Need a few more posts, so I'm gonna make use of the tractor and the hay forks. Get the post back there. I know, you wanna ride too, JoJo. Sorry, buddy, you just can't do it. So we have 3 posts done now. 1, 2, 3. And it's really looking good back here. I'll show you. So these 3 posts are finished. I'll do one more right here. So this will be my gate. I'm just doing a walk-through gate right here because we're gonna have a drive-through gate over there, and we're gonna have a drive-through gate right here. So this little gate's just to get through if we need to move through. So I know that nobody will probably ever see this in my lifetime, but every one of these posts are gonna be straight, level, and plumb to the best of my ability, because that's the only way, JoJo. If you're gonna do something, you gotta do it right. Let's see if JoJo's level. Are you level? Okay, let's see. Oh, no, JoJo, you're not level. You're definitely not. Oh, hang on. There you go. Now you're level. Now you're level, baby. Oh, JoJo loves attention, don't you, baby? I'm tired, and I have some bad news. My level broke in 2. But if that's the only bad thing, then I'll be all right. And that was a really old one. It's a 1-foot level, not a big 4-foot one or anything. So let me show you everything I got done. So this post, that post, that post. So that makes up my gate and my H-brace to stretch wire. So I have H-brace here, H-brace there, gate, little gate, H-brace stretching to go back towards the barn. So now we are standing inside what would be the bullpen with a gate going into what someday is going to be a pen running back to the back corner. It'll probably be about a 5 to 6 acre pen total. It'll be perfect for the donkeys or alpacas. Just something that I want to put back there one day. Goats, if I get the outside perimeter fence for goats, it'll work for that too. So lots of progress today. I got to get one more bag of concrete out of the shop and put in this hole. But other than that, that one's got 2 bags. That one is finished, and all those are finished. So it's looking good, but I'm gonna go do chores. And if I get time today, I'll come back here with that last bag and put it in there. So Ranger has games tonight, And I'm gonna head to those in just a minute. If I was gonna check my battery, let's see. Says it's at 20%. Did my power go off? Yep. I ran out of power. This would need to be charged earlier, but let's see if it charged enough to start my truck. Running my power bank dead. People always bothering us. Hey, don't you think you have enough power banks? No, mine just went dead. I'll need another one. Actually, I just need to charge this one, but we'll see if it starts up. If not, I'll charge it up more. Come on, Ford. Oh. More power. All right, we'll put it back where it goes. The truck is now running. It charged the battery enough to start. And sorry, I know some people are hating on Fords, but it's not the Ford, it's me. I just don't run it enough. I need to start it more often and drive it more often. And I'm thinking about putting a hay spear on the back of that, so I'll have a second way to put out hay if my tractor didn't run, or just if I didn't want to start my tractor up. So that would get that truck ran a lot more often. So maybe I should do that. I have a hay spear, I just have to get a winch to add to it. So I'm gonna go get to the animals. I'll show you guys a little bit, but I'll be running out of time soon, so we gotta hurry. So we probably won't be seeing Cassie today unless we just catch up with her tonight, because she's going to be coaching Rangers games, or at least helping coach Rangers game. And she has a doctor's appointment tomorrow. So some days it's just going to be like that. What you see is what you get, right, Xena? All right, I'll feed Xena. Oh, baby. Good girl. Good girl. So get some, I've got a corn mix, it's kind of corn and scratch mixed together, and our ducks and turkeys really enjoy that. So when you see me throwing something over the fence, that's what that is. And the goats and the sheep, they love their pellets, so they usually don't bother the turkeys and the ducks' food too much. All right, Muffin. Hey girl, and Muffin has plenty of hay right there in her manger. I'm gonna get her some food. Hey Dolly. Hey Bama. Mr. Rowdy Goat. Geronimo. Do you ever get tired of yelling? I don't think he does. Hey donkeys. Come on girls. June. So June goes to pinning those ears back. You better watch out. She's about ready to kick somebody. Hey, you be nice to the rest of the girls. June. Thank you. Here, Dolly. Here, Dolly. So June's actually being on her best behavior today. And Loretta, well, she's still being Loretta. Still standoffish. Hey, you be nice, okay? Be nice to the ladies. So I am going to go and finish up chores. I know that I'm running out of time and I don't have a whole lot of time to video anymore. So I'll catch up with you guys maybe tonight. I'll let you know how Rangers game went, and we'll catch up with Cassie. So we made it back home from the ball games, and Coach Walker, how did your ball games go tonight? 2 W's. 2 wins, and I told her I've got some new scissors, but we need some scissors to open the new scissors.
It's insanity around here.
So Cassie, one of my friends, one of your players' dads, gave me maple.
Ow!
What'd you do? What'd you do?
Nothing.
Maple candies from New York and maple syrup. So the other day I told them when we were in Vermont how much I like the maple syrup, and we've been putting it in our coffee with our creamer instead of using that artificial junk.
I'll have to get another coat.
Cassie's gonna...
What'd you get? 1 pair of baby scissors?
I don't know. They were Black Friday special at Lowe's. and they were like $4. They got to be.
Those look little.
They have to be good, right? It's a 5.5 inch and an 8.5 inch. The kids will lose one pairs no matter what, so it's best to have 2 pairs.
These are like, they can take those to school and have Cobalt brand. Oh!
Why did they package them so well?
I guess people steal them.
Do people steal scissors from Lowe's?
I'm gonna have to go get another coat.
Okay. Cassie's gonna go get another coat. Well, while she go gets another coat, I'm gonna check the fire because we want to make sure it's nice and toasty tonight. Oh yeah, it's looking good. Mr. Jingles, do you ever get in the doghouse with JoJo? Nice and warm. JoJo, you're not even in your doghouse. I want somebody to go. Oh, JoJo's like, don't tell me twice, Dad. I'll get in there. Okay. So the doghouse is working out perfectly for JoJo. He goes in it every single night, never shivers, and sometimes I see Shelby in there, but she's a little more warm-blooded. Got it?
You talking about me?
No, I'm talking about Shelby.
Oh.
She goes in the doghouse like when it's super cold, but most of the time she don't care.
I thought you were talking about me.
No.
The wind is bad.
All right, so you ready to go? I gotta get the light, last thing, and then we'll be out at the chickens because you guys didn't see it, but not only did the silver death layers get out today. Oh, it's kind of dark, but you can see the Christmas lights. But also, the rooster got out today, Cassie.
The laughing rooster.
The laughing rooster. So, yeah, he was laughing all the way until I chased him back in. But maybe we can find him. But
So, people ask us this all the time. Some chickens, we don't have to clip the wings. They just stay. Some chickens we do. So, these are getting out, so they got to have their wings clipped. Usually, one time clipping them is, we don't have to do it routinely. It's just one time, then they realize they need to stay in there.
yeah, and it usually happens whenever you've had chickens that have been in a pen with a top on it, and so they've never had the ability or chance to fly out, so they're all about it. Oh, they must be in a coop, Cassie.
Surprising.
Yeah, we thought they'd be out of the coop. There is the, I think the rooster right there. All right, here we go. I'm gonna, Cassie, hold the light. I'm gonna try to catch him, then I can hold the light.
Oh, silver death layers right there.
All right, probably just one feather.
Let's do both because they're actually getting out. The
Okay.
fingers out of the way.
Yeah.
They'll grow back. Scissors are good.
Brand new.
You see that one right there?
I do.
It's kind of a reach.
I know. Let me see if I can get in there.
Oh, pretty wings.
They'll go. So some people say you have to only do one side, but we cut both sides and it works. Who is that?
The rooster jumped off.
He's like, I ain't
Usually one side's plenty, but since they're actually getting out, I want to make sure they're not gonna get out. That was a funky wing. The other one's in that laying box over there.
So I'm gonna go try to catch it from the laying box. So somebody just got sprayed by a skunk. Cassie, where is it? Did the cat get sprayed?
Oh no.
It's bad.
We're gonna see. I thought the cat was a skunk and I about freaked out.
Yeah, we had a little moment where we thought
What if it's around the bus?
I know, that's what I'm,
But all the, oh, it's getting worse.
it stinks
All the
bad.
animals was down there with us though.
It could be on the other side of the shop.
Zena?
No, there's a really strong north wind right now. And I think it's
in the house.
I think it probably,
Oh, what?
oh, it's bad. I think it probably blew.
Oh.
I think it probably blew. Was just blowing at us because there's a really strong north wind. So luckily we did not get sprayed by a skunk, but it does smell really, really strong, like one outside. It's horrible. Singes your nose hairs so bad. But I said it earlier in the video, but you guys remember to pray for cameraman Ron's family as they are grieving his loss and just need a special touch from our Lord.
Yes.
So we hope you guys have a great evening. Stay away from skunks. God bless, and we'll see you next time.
Love you guys.